1 second, man. I'm gonna get Rick how you shoot B-roll. Or I'll hold that one and just keep this static.
Yeah, you mind?
Yeah, no.
That's better. So I was just with that, man. Just head,
Mm-hmm.
arms, face.
Yep. Close shot.
So you gonna look at me.
All right.
It's still everything's locked in.
Locked in.
All right, dude. So take me back. Last we spoke, you were just coming to San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first reaction that when you first got here that players had to you and you had to the players?
I mean, when I first got here, it was pretty much like probably the second game of the season, so they already gone through training camp and all that stuff. But I mean, everybody pretty much opened up to me. You know, accepted me with open arms, and everybody was pretty much cool. So, I was kind of, not intimidated, but like, laid back kind of at the beginning because I was just, just trying to fit in really because I was the new guy. But they accepted me real quick, and, made me feel like I was at home.
And what was like the first few days of practice like? How did it differ from being at Indiana?
It different because they don't really practice it. I mean, when I was at Indiana, we was kind of like training camp, so practice was a lot harder. I don't know what it was like during the season. So I mean, every team does different stuff, but we didn't practice that much, being here because we got a lot of older guys. We got to have more rest for guys like that. So, we don't practice that much, but it's pretty much like it's not laid back, but pretty much, everybody govern themselves. It's pretty much a team with a bunch of veterans that, take responsibility for each other and itself and don't have to take much coaching. So it's not as much as a coach team as other teams. So it's like that.
What would you say, like, the type of drills and what is the emphasis what makes the Spurs really the Spurs? What separates them, you think, from the practices since you've been playing basketball?
It's a system really, They got guys that fit in the system and really, everybody plays their role to perfection. Everybody has a role in the team. Everybody does what they do in a role, And, once you get guys to really play a role and you don't got guys try to play outside their role, I mean, everything works out fine.
What was the role that Popovich said that you would basically have with the team?
He said this year he's wanted me to come in and really just learn, because I was coming in the middle of the year. He wasn't expecting me to come in and play that much this year, just come in and learn the system and learn the offense and try to blend in and learn everything I had to do to get on the court. And then next year will be my year to come in and play and get quality minutes.
Did he give you any particular advice, like outside the court, like as far as how to handle yourself? Or?
Nah, nothing like that.
What about any other players on the team? Did they talk any of kind of take you under a little bit or just?
I mean, everybody tries to. I pretty much look at the guys from example. You know what I'm saying? I don't really. I mean, Mike Finley gives me advice sometimes. Bruce gives me advice about defense, but for the most part, I try to look at the guys by example. Try to follow what they do. I try to steal things from each player. Whether it be Manu Ginobili, still some of the things he does on offense. Still some things Tony does, even some stuff that Tim does. I steal a little piece from everybody, and it's gotten me better so far.
What about Bruce Bowen as far as playing defense? Have you learned, what is some of the specifically you learned about how he goes about defending people?
Well, separates Bruce Bowen from a lot of people is that he takes pride in his defense, and he wants to play defense. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want you to he gets angry when people score and stuff like that. That's his role on the team. So like I said, he fills his role very well. He goes out there with the intention to lock people down. A lot of people in the league don't really do that. He just makes it hard for the other guy. He tries to make it as hard as possible for the other guy, and a lot of people in the league don't do that.
Has he told you anything specifically on what he thinks you can do?
Yeah, he told me he believes I could do the same thing, but like I said, a lot of defense, he says all the time, a lot of big thing about playing defense on people is that you got to have the will and the desire to want to do it. Anybody can really be a good defender, but a lot of guys don't want to take that extra effort to be a good defender.
Talk about being assigned to the Austin Toros and D-League. What was the reasoning for that, and how did you go about handling that?
Basically, the reason was because I was basically just sitting down. I wasn't really playing or anything. So they said, go down to Austin, which is like 45 minutes away. Get you some run, play a little bit. I've been working out the whole time to see if what you've been working on is working, and get you some reps really, and then come back up and join the team. And I went down there and did my thing and made the best of it.
And talk about being coached by Dennis Johnson. What type of coach was he, and how do you feel about him as not just a coach, but a player that's been in the league and won rings?
I mean, when I went there, I mean, I'm a basketball fan. Grew up watching basketball my whole life, so I know who Dennis Johnson was. I know all about him. So it was an honor, being around him and learning from a guy like that. I mean, and I didn't expect for him to be how he was, but he's like one of the coolest guys I've ever met. Like he was just super cool. You know what I'm saying? Funny guy. I mean, he's just cool, man. He just made me feel like, because it's hard for a lot of guys to come from the NBA and go to the D League because a lot of guys don't want you there. They don't really accept you. They try to, make you isolated from everybody else because they want to be where you're at. But I mean, everybody in Austin was real cool, man. Everybody, I didn't have a team like that. I had a bunch of guys who had the same goals, and a bunch of guys who, really accepted me. And Coach Johnson was one of the key parts of that.
Okay. And tell me about when you first heard about his passing. How did that affect you? What did you feel? How did you feel?
See, I'm not really not emotional, but I don't really have I take everything with a grain of salt. I just take things and keep going with it. So if I really, when I heard it, I was shocked, but at the same time, I don't remember any sad moments. Every time that I thought about him, and so I try to think about it and try to make myself be sad. But every time I thought about him and it came in my mind, all I thought was him laughing or just having fun. So I mean, I couldn't have myself come to myself to be sad or angry about it because he was just a fun guy and he enjoyed his life. I mean, he's a good dude.
What would you say was one lesson that you learned from Dennis Johnson as far as not just the NBA but just in life?
In life, I mean, he used to say just enjoy your life to the fullest. I mean, anything you can do to enjoy your life, man. He pretty much did. I mean, he already had money. He was already straight. He just he treated everybody, with respect, the same respect, and treated everybody, like he knew him for years. I seen him from times help people, help the janitors pick up the chairs. I seen him do little things like that, and people appreciate it. I just looked at things like that.
All right, take me through when you first got called back up for the second time to the Spurs. You can even start off with the second time I got called up from the Spurs. How did you take the news? I'm getting called back up. You were signed twice.
But I mean, I knew I was gonna get called back up though. So.
We'll talk about the second time you got called back up, what your current role was at that time.
Second time I got called back up. I mean, I played the same role basically as I played before. Really, I mean, I wasn't really playing. I mean, but some guys were sick, I believe, and I was coming back up just to fill a spot. I suited up a couple times, but I never got to get in the game. But I was ready to play if I ever got in the game. So, but I never got in the game really.
Well, and talk about in practice, you said that you played a scout sometimes.
Pretty much since the playoffs started, I always played the guy on the scout team who the best player is. So when we played the Nuggets, I was Carmelo. Or I'll be Iverson. I was playing both of them. We was in Phoenix. I wasn't Steve Nash, but I was Barbosa, running the break, just being a fast guy. Denver, Utah, I was Darren Williams. In this series, I'm being LeBron. So I'm just trying to get a team the best look. I'm just trying to do whatever to win a championship. Basically, just play my role. I'm cheering, doing whatever I can do. You know what I'm saying, and basically trying to stay ready too, because you never know what can happen.
So what would your role be? Actually, let's take it. Going into this championship series right now, how do you feel about the chances of the Spurs winning? You could even date it. Today is Saturday, whatever, it's June 9th. It says Game 2 is coming up.
Today, Saturday, June 9th, second game of the NBA Finals coming up. He's got a good game plan. We stick to that game plan. I pretty much feel like we can get them out in about 5 games or something like that. It's 1-0 now. Hopefully win this next one. Go to Cleveland, get 1 or 2 games, hopefully at least 1 game, and we should be straight, man. We should be able to come back here and have a championship.
Say what would your role be in the summertime? What's expected from you, and what would your daily routine be?
I'm not sure what all I'm gonna do in the summer, but go to both of the summer leagues, play in the summer leagues like I did last year. We're going to 2 summer leagues, try to kill summer league. Pretty much did what I did last year in summer league, and just come back and work hard and just continue to do what I've been doing this whole time, and just keep working, and I should be straight.
What's the role the team has you, or what do you think they have you doing for next year?
For next year, I'm not sure. I mean, I can't say what's going to happen next year. I mean, all I can do right now is just keep working hard. I mean, if I just keep doing the things I'm gonna do, I'm sure I'm gonna play. I'm gonna get significant minutes because I proved that I can play on the team, whether it be if I was playing, starting, or I was coming off the bench playing with the real guys, playing with Tim and them. I proved that I could play, and I should get significant minutes, so I should be able to step in and get time.
So I'm talking about these particular 3 players and how they affected you, or what roles they play in your life, like as far as just seeing them every day. Tim Duncan, you could say Tim Duncan is.
Tim Duncan pretty much, one of my probably one of my best friends on the team, So it's cool because he's like one of the best power forwards to ever play, and he accept me, and we just laugh and joke all the time. We on the plane, sit next to him on the plane, we chill, have fun, laugh and joke, talk about movies and stuff. So just being around him, just watching him play, because he's one of the best players to ever play the game. Just watch him operate and watch how he plays and the things he does. It's good.
What's his preparation like that you say is maybe a little bit different than others?
I don't got no different preparation.
No. As far as off the court, what's he like?
Off the court, everybody pretty if people back home be like, oh, think Tim Duncan's corny and stuff like that. But he pretty man. He cool. He's a cool dude. He not corny, funny dude. You know what I'm saying? Watch Martin just like everybody else. It's funny. We always talk about Martin and stuff like that. So he cool dude.
What about Tony Parker?
What about what?
What's Tony Parker like as far as how he deals with you on and off the court?
Oh man, he cool too. Everybody on the team is pretty cool. Tony cool. We about the same age, so we get along. He's just a different place, so he's a little different, but he the same dude. He cool dude too.
Have you learned some of as you said, you learned little pieces of his game that you picked up? What are some of the things you picked up from him?
Changing the pace, the way he throws certain shots, and when he does, like throwing the floater and different things like that, how he comes off pick and rolls and stuff like that.
Okay, and what about Manu Ginobili?
I've probably learned the most offensively from probably Manu, just how he plays, just how he takes big steps when he goes to the hole, how he just takes advantage of different things, some of the moves he does. He's an unbelievable athlete.
And then Coach Popovich, what is he like? Pretty much.
He's pretty. He cool, man. Coach Pop's cool. He just demands you just go out there and play hard. He's not like any other. He's not different from any other coach. He's the same guy. He's a cool guy. He has a system. He wants you to stick to it, and he wants you to follow the rules, and you'll be fine. He's a cool dude though. On off the court, he just likes wine. That's the only thing different about him. He has a great wine collection.
What would you say? How did they go about stopping LeBron and really just shutting him down in game 1?
It's really a team effort, but they got a game plan as far as not letting him do certain things, taking away the things he likes to do. That's basically what they're going to do. Not let him, get a full head of speed and get to the hole. We're going to have guys jump into him so he can't do what he want to do, really the things he does well, force him to shoot jump shots.
And you might get a ring this year as a rookie, man. Tell me the impact that has. What's going through your head with thinking about things like that?
Getting a ring your rookie year, it's a big deal. Because I didn't play in the finals, but people work their whole life to get a ring. It's players like Charles Barkley and Patrick Ewing played their whole career, didn't get rings. So that's big. To get a ring your first year and just to be able to do this whole experience through the playoffs, the whole season. In the NBA Finals. That's big, man. Just to be here and watch what's going on. But it's weird because I'm kind of spoiled because most of the guys you know, I mean, they're a winning organization. I haven't been through a team that's like sorry, or I mean, this is my first year and we're already to the final, so it's good.
Tell me, how old is your son now, and how's he doing?
He's 2. He turned 2 in November, so he's 2 and some change now. He's doing good. I mean, he's getting bigger, talks well now, so you know.
Does he know? Does he recognize you when you like? Does he watch the games?
I don't think he doesn't watch the games. Okay. He doesn't watch the games.
What about some of the social scenes outside? Like you go into big cities during the season. What about the women? Have they been pressing up on you?
Come on, man. Come on. We all know that I'm the ladies' man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That was before I even got in the league, but now I'm in the league. It's even easier, but it's not even. I can imagine like a dude like Tony Parker or somebody that, you know what I'm saying, is known. Like I'm not even known. Like if I went back home right now, I mean, people would know I'm in the league, but people don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't played to the end of the year. I mean, people barely really know here. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is, man. You know what's up, man.
You said you weren't going to play in the finals. That's not necessarily true. You could get some minutes.
No, I'm not going to play in the finals.
You're not going to get in?
No.
I don't think so.
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Good.
What if you guys blow them out game?
I don't dress. I don't even dress.
Oh.
I don't even put the clothes on. I wear a suit every game.
One more thing. Your father mentioned on Thanksgiving that Michael Finley and Brent Berry invited you down to their house.
Mm-hmm.
What was going on Thanksgiving? You didn't get a chance. I guess you can't go home. And are they 2 players that kind of took a little bit more of a
I mean, I had just kind of just got there, actually, you know. I had just kind of got there, but, you know, I mean, they're good guys. Like I said, everybody on the team are good people. Everybody, you don't got no knuckleheads. Everybody has a family, and everybody knows, like, you know, I mean, I don't have a family here. I'm by myself, really, and they know that. So they just asked me, do I want to come by for Thanksgiving, you know, eat with their family. I mean, I didn't go, you know what I'm saying, but I mean, just guys look out for you, like, you know, anytime I want to go over one of their houses and eat or anything like that, they have an open door for me, so it's a good feeling.
And last, any predictions for you coming up?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna, man, you're gonna see me next year, definitely, man, making noise next year. I mean, I did pretty good this year for myself when I played. You know, I started a couple games, had 17 one game. I did my thing, you know what I'm saying? You probably just don't know, but, you know, next year, next year I'm gonna do it real big, so. Yep.
One more thing, walk me through the end of the game. I think you up by like 12 or something, and you go on baseline.
Oh, Matt Barnes.
Mark Barnes checks you. Walk me through that.
I ain't really nothing to walk through, man. I mean, my explosiveness allowed me to go past him. We all know got that explosive first step, and I went past him. I was about to go up for either a layup or a dunk. As soon as I took off my one leg, he body checked me, pushed me. Man, I fell. I tried to gather my leg. I couldn't gather it. Fell on my hip. You know what I'm saying? Dude got kicked out of the game. But it is what it is. I ain't taking no offense to it. You know what I'm saying? I was tripped. You know what I'm saying? He tried to play like not a role, but you know what I'm saying? He tried to make a statement, you know, no layups and really, you know what I'm saying? We was already getting blown out. I guess he was kind of frustrated, but I ain't tripping.
Was he talking to you during the game?
No, I wasn't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He called me, texted me after the game, apologized and everything for it. You know, so he said he didn't mean to try to hurt me or nothing. He was just trying to do a hard foul or whatever. So I'm not really tripping.
You didn't want to react when you came up. You didn't feel anything.
Man, I can't react to nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially on this team. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't even be right. It's it's not even that style of the team. You know what I'm saying? So.
How good will it feel though if you slam up on Barnes though next season?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna see him again, man. It's nothing. I mean, I get him back in other ways. You know, I'm a baller, so I get another way to get at him.
All right, man. I think we good, man. You want anything you want to add?
Yeah, man.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Quality stuff, James. Thanks for everything.
I appreciate it.